your insights on some fights coming up, Claressa. Okay. Ryan versus Rolly Romero. How do you see that fight? Why are you laughing, Ryan? Why?
Oh, man. I think it's going to be just a very unorthodox, crazy-ass fight. But I'm hoping that... so my heart is with Rolly. I'm hoping that Rolly catch Ryan and put his damn lights out. But then also, too, I'm going with my being strategic. I think that Ryan will try to use his jab and use that strong hook and maybe knock out Rolly. But I think it's going to be a very, very good fight.
Why do you want Rolly to win?
Because Ryan's a drug cheat, and he know he cheated. And the world keeps saying, oh, Devin didn't get out of the way of a hook. He got hit with a steroid hook. I don't know why you guys keep putting that word off. It's like, it wasn't just a hook. It's a steroid hook. And it hurt him since he got hit with it the first round. So it's like, yeah, he should have got out the way of the hook. He should have got out the way of every punch. But the hook and the right hands and stuff had a little bit more stuff on him because he was positive for, was it Austrian or something like that?
Yeah.
So yeah, I just don't like that concept. And I feel like too, I want Rolly to win because Ryan disrespectful, man. He's a disrespectful kid, and I think everybody giving him a pass now. He's doing better and he went to rehab or whatever the case may be. That stuff is in him, man. That's his character.
He doesn't get a pass from you for the things that he said.
Nah, he doesn't get a pass from me. Like, that stuff is in him. He was saying the N-word. He said things to me about my family, said that my dad raped me and all type of stuff. So I don't respect that, and it still hasn't been a apology from him yet. He tries to laugh. Oh, Claressa, I was playing. It was like, look, I don't care how drunk or how you was. That's not acceptable because if I get drunk and high, and I go live and I go on spaces and I talk about Mexicans, blacks, whites, people are going to hold me accountable for that. So he doesn't get a pass because he was high and drunk. Like, no.
Devin's returning against Jose Ramirez,
which I think is a very good fight.
Some people have questions because of the Ryan fight, but how do you see that? How do you like Devin or Jose in this fight?
I think Devin is the better fighter, but he would have to overcome some things mentally in the fight because Jose is very, very strong. And Devin has been inactive for a while. He hasn't been in the ring. So it's going to be different being under those lights with all those fans. He's getting booed every chance he gets. He's going to get booed walking out to the fight with Jose Ramirez. So I think he got to get mentally prepared for that. And Jose isn't a slouch. I went to Olympics with him 2012. And he's a really good fighter, too. So I think that Devin got the better skills and he may be a bit faster, but Jose has been in the ring with some very good people. He got good experience and he's a strong guy. So I look forward to seeing that fight. And I think that Devin wins it, but he has to overcome a lot mentally.
Yeah, they're already, I guess, have the rematch set. They both have to win, but do you see the rematch being different against Ryan and Devin, in your opinion?
Devin's so much better than me, man, as far as in his character.
Yeah.
I feel like, because every time I see Ryan, I would have fought him. I would have street fought him. You used drugs to cheat against me. It happened on national TV. You mocked me. You laughed about it. You didn't take any accountability. You keep telling everybody, oh, it's the hook, and you still not taking accountability. I don't know. I just feel like if that was to happen to me, I would fight that person every chance I got. Like, it would be hard for them to keep me off that person's ass. So I give Devin a lot of props for that. And still in the rematch, I hope that Ryan goes through VADA testing, just like Devin, and they can have a clean fight, and we can see who's the better fighter. But like, I feel like the damage is already done, man. Like, it was 12 hard rounds. He got knocked down a lot. He took a very bad beating, and then he had to deal with the aftermath of it. So it's a lot. Like, when I think about it, I don't look at it as just the fight. I look at what fighters go through after the fight. What they go through on social media. What they go through just from dealing with this person. I think it's way deeper than what people, think. But I have to give a lot of respect to Devin because he still walks around like he's that guy, which he should, but it's just, I don't know if I would still have the same confidence if something like that happened to me.
You have a lot of empathy for Devin. Like, with you just saying that, like, it kind of connected as to like why you were, like, I could tell in your eyes you're getting a little like emotional, like, about Devin. Is that like why, like, you kind of like see like how he's been treated after all this? And
yeah, it's not right. Yeah. It's not right, but I feel like and that's why I say he's so much better than me, because I would have handled things way, way differently, you know. But he stayed classy, he stayed professional. And I don't, like, I'm older now, and I'm 30, but the anger in me would not have let me do that, you know. And I just give him a lot of respect for that. But before Devin and Ryan fought, Devin was considered one of the four kings, right? Him, Shakur, Tank, and Tiafimo, right? So he's considered one of the four kings. He's undefeated. He's had tough fights. He's won. You know, he's the American dream. And then all of a sudden you have a hard camp, you do everything right, and then you lose weight that he lost, and then you have to deal with somebody who tested positive, has no empathy. You're getting dragged by all the Mexican fans. They're all Team Ryan. And they don't stop. They just continue attacking him. And it's like, no, to me, nobody really like showed concern for Devin. So I inboxed him a little bit, and I was checking on him to make sure he was okay. And he writing back like, hey, I'm good, blah, blah, blah. You know, but I just felt like, dang, this is just so bad, because I'm considered one of the queens of boxing. So I look at me having a hard training camp, me working out, me training, and I get in there with a girl, and she just beats the brakes off me, and then comes back, she's tested positive. So I fought against a drug cheat. Now I'm being ridiculed by everybody. Now people saying that I'm not the GOAT, I'm not the greatest, that I'm a hype job. I don't know how I'll be able to deal with that. I really don't. I really don't. That's why I turn my butt off and take the body test and have everybody else take it. But I don't know. Like I said, like, Devin is a very, very strong dude. I just know, me personally, listen, if a girl was to do that to me, every time I seen her and her team would be getting their ass kicked. Like, I'll be running up on her every time I see her. They'd be like, Claressa, just don't come, because we know what you're going to do when you see so-and-so. So I give Devin so much praise for that, and I'm hoping that I can go to that place mentally one day. I'm not there.
Yeah.
As long as I'm not there.
It's the Michigan in you, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. It's something in me.
But no, honestly, 9 out of 10 people in that situation would do something like that, you know? Like, yeah, Devin, I like Devin. Devin's a good kid.
He's a good kid.
He's a good kid, man. When you talk to him outside of this, just as a normal person, you're like, he's a sweet kid. Yeah.
He's a very good guy. He is. I think his dad gives him a bad rep because he's so confident in his son, and he does the trash talk for Devin. But what are dads for?
True.
Seriously.
Yeah. No, like, with the booze and all that, I know some of it is because of the fallout, because of the whole suing thing. But it's like, when you take
I would have sued him too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, what? I don't know. Maybe because maybe I'm Team Devin. I don't know, but I would say before the fight, I was just team neutral, you know, and I thought Devin was the better fighter, and I was a fan of Ryan too, and I thought Devin was going to smash Ryan. It was the total opposite. And after the fight, to learn everything after, it was like, oh my God, this is terrible. But what was I about to say? What's the last thing you said?
I said the part of the booing is because of the suing. You said, oh,
yeah.
I
I would have sued him too, man. You got the whole world looking at me like I'm a defeated fighter. You're not taking accountability for using the Austrian. You could have killed me. Right now, we got 13 boxers dying a year in boxing. No other sport is this happening. Not MMA. 13 people in boxing are dying a year. On average, are dying a year. Like, you can't play nobody's life like that and then think you don't gotta be held accountable. Like, okay, so somebody uses PEDs against you, and they just get what happens? Like, what makes the next athlete be like, okay, I'm not gonna use drugs? Like, what is the repercussions? It's like, it's not none. If you ask me, it's like, I think Ryan got suspended for a year.
Yeah, a year. Got fined $1 million.
So did any of that $1 million go to Devin? He the one who got beat up.
That, off the top of my head, I am not sure.
Yeah, I would have sued him too. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I would have sued him too. Oh, you think it's funny that you had Oxygen in your system and that you messed up my career and gave me this bad rep? You think it's funny? Oh yeah, I would have sued his ass too. I'm not gonna lie. I would have sued him.
Ryan has contended even to this day that the Austrian had nothing to do with his performance. It was more for like,
how do he know? How do he know? Austrian, stop it. Just no. And you know, and you want to know something? You was about to say Austrian do what? It helps you lose weight. Is that what you're gonna say?
That's what he was saying.
Well, when you gotta lose less weight, you're stronger anyway. So okay, it helps you still. if you have to sit in the bath to get down to 160, and he didn't ever make his weight. He was at 143. So even though it helped him lose weight, he didn't even lose all the weight. That's one. Now you're stronger with 3 pounds, and you're stronger because something helped you lose weight. My man, just be accountable. You did what you did. You served your time. Cool. But to act like, oh, it was still an Austrian hook. It was still a not losing the weight hook. It wasn't the Ryan Garcia hook that hit Luke Campbell. It wasn't that hook. So what are we talking about? I don't think that let's just be logical. You know, people may say, oh, Claressa hates Mexicans. She hates Ryan. I got pictures with me and Ryan in my phone. He was a good kid too. Until, I mean, life happens, and I guess everybody changed, I guess. But I think he just needs to get himself back together. And like I said, hold yourself accountable. That's it. Hold yourself accountable. Move forward. And like, it's not a joke. I don't think he should say that no more. Oh, he got hit with the hook. He shouldn't say that no more, because it wasn't a hook. It was a steroid hook. Austrian hook.
If he approaches you and apologizes to you, says he's sorry, he has apologized over the things that he said. He has mentioned, you know, that he was inebriated on drugs. It just wasn't a good time. How would that go? Would you be open to that apology?
It have to be very, very sincere. There's a couple guys who have apologized to me in boxing. Rolly being one.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't know if it would be genuine coming from Ryan, because I don't know who he is as a person anymore. But like I said, I mean, I'm not against it, but some of this stuff is just, I tell people all the time, you can say whatever you want to say about me, you know, but when it comes to my family, leave my family out of it. Leave my family alone, because they're not celebrities. They're not in the media.
It's like off limits.
It's like off limits, you know. So, you know, he talked about my dad, I talked about his mom. You know, but it's still like at the same time. But I didn't say like, oh, your mom raped you. This dude is on there talking about my dad raped me, and like, I have a hell of a story. He should go watch The Fire Inside upon Prime to know that I was never raped by my father. So why would you even say that to your millions of fans that you have? I think you're just very distinct.